This is the final version of Tangled, the beat I started initially in this process series. So I'm noticing that there's clipping happening, and basically it just means that the sound or the song overall is going in the red because one or two or maybe even three songs or sounds aren't leveled out correctly, which means that we have to go in, see which ones aren't performing the way they should be performing, and basically just toggle around with it. This is the part of producing that probably takes the longest because things could sound good, but if you aren't fine-tuning each sound separately and really making sure that, yes, it's polished, it sounds great, but then on top of that, like this part of it, the EQ is so important because you can have frequencies that are higher than others or lower than others, and you can basically just manipulate that to make sure those frequencies are balanced, so that way when they play together, it's all harmonious and nothing is outshining the other. And on top of that, like, it just basically comes together to the point where it doesn't clip or doesn't have a negative response or a negative frequency that comes from it. I really enjoy this part of bandlab because it allows you to save your own presets. So say for instance, this one, I'm gonna label it drums. That way, anytime I'm working on drums, I already have something that can give me a little bit more amplification with the tap of a button, and then I can duplicate that same preset on the next track, as you will see right here. Now I'm noticing the drums are very low. They're not punching like I would really want them to punch, but at the same time, I do realize that there's certain limitations when using this app, this program. And then on top of that, I don't want to overdo it because then I'm gonna run into clipping again where I'm basically gonna have to mix down another portion to add room for the drums to shine. Now, I'm a firm believer that the drums are like the backbone of your beat, so those should be really in the front, in my opinion. But at the same time, I don't want it to drown out everything else going on, especially those highlights in the back, that ding, 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 ding. I love that. So I wanted to make sure that I saved this file because saving is very important, especially when you're mixing and mastering. The last thing you want to do is work on something and then you don't save it, and now you got to figure out what you did all over again. So as you can see, there's subtle tweaks here and there that have to happen just to make sure that no clipping is going on. Like I said, it could sound good overall, but if there's moments in the beat where it's so loud to the point where it's making a clipping sound. It's really, really annoying personally. So we've reached a point where basically everything's done with this beat for the most part. And now we're going to take it to the mastering process of bandlab, which is really, really cool. bandlab gives you, the free version gives you like 4 different options to choose from when it comes to mastering your song, basically amplifying it even more, which I'm about to show you guys right now. So I'm gonna go with the universal option. It seems to be the best and cleanest for what I'm going for this beat in particular. After I click that, it's gonna process, save, then I'm gonna download the beat and open it up in Lexus Audio Editor to bring it full circle, see what the waves are looking like, make sure it's all leveled, make sure it's not peaking, and then eventually upload it. If you enjoyed this video, enjoyed the song, feel free to like and subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it. I want to do these more and also just dive deeper into audio production as a whole. Thank you. I appreciate you. Take care.